Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm gonna show you guys Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. I haven't done one of these ever. I think I've only done Pokemon on YouTube, but I just recently got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm gonna show you the deck that I've been playing. Um, I used to play like Fire Fist Mermail format when they were really good and they just came out. But I'm back in the game. I'm playing a deck that I had, like the deck core 2 when I quit playing. And, I really thought they were just a cool concept. So I think I just finished them. But I also want your guys' opinions because I do also go on YouTube and see like other people's deck profiles, and I want to see what you guys think of my deck. Please give me some recommendations on what I should take out, or what, if you're also a UA player, let me know what you play, or like any advice on like someone playing this deck. But we're just gonna jump into the profile. So we're gonna play 3 UA Libero Striker. This is kind of like the main combo card of the deck. It's really good. You always want to search this one, or you always want to see it in your first hand, or try to get it in your first hand. This is my favorite card of the deck. It's UA Player Manager. It's really good to just push for that game, because this deck pretty much all it's trying to do is trying to catch your opponent on like a bad turn, and you take advantage of it, and you just push in for that, OTK or almost OTK damage. And it's really fun. I really like this card. And next card is UA Midfielder. This is the one I have questions of. I don't know if I should be playing 3, or if 2 is good, or I've actually seen some people just play 1. I don't know, like it just depends on player preference, but I want to see people's opinions on this specific card. And next is the second favorite card of the deck, UA Mighty Slugger. It's so cool. He's actually the reason why I, picked up the deck when they first came out. I just saw the artwork and I thought it was so cool. And I like that, when you attack, it does nothing, or your opponent can't do anything. And this one is Perfect Ace. Also a really cool card. I like that it can negate, has a fat butt of 25. And, you can just, go in for that attack with Slugger, and then just bounce for Ace, and then you pass turn, and it's really fun. This one is also up for debate. I really like Rebounder. I think the fact that you can just go from him, swap out, and then play him, and then go for someone in your grave, and then you go UA Player Manager from your hand, and it's just a cool power play. Okay, so that's all the UA cards. I want to know people's opinions on, the mounts or the cards that I'm actually using. Now let's go into the cards that are not UA. So I play 2 Ghost Ogres. If I can play the other one, I forget the actual card, but the better version of her, the $30 common one, I would, but this is all I got. I also like playing this card, the True King. I like this card when dinosaurs were a big thing, and then UAs are all Earth monsters. So I just thought, why not play it? I don't see anyone else playing this card. I think it's pretty cool. Let me know your opinion on this. Or if you are a UA player, do you also play this card? One Effect Veiler, I would play 2 maybe, depending on how like your locals is. But I play 1 for now. I might bump it up to 2. Next 2 cards are the ones that I don't know why I really play them. I just enjoy these cards being in the deck. It's definitely player preference, but I want to know your opinions of whether it's, a good move or it's not. I play one Cyber Dragon, and then I play one Jinzo. I think having a Jinzo in the main for those random rogue decks like mine is a cool concept. It actually has won me a couple duels because I do main the Jinzo, but it is a player preference. Let me know what you guys think. All right, now let's go into the spell cards. I play 2 Pot of Extravagance. Makes sense, kind of common sense. Now this card is really cool. I play 3 UA Hyper Stadiums. It's just pretty much you activate it, you search for what you need pretty much. This card was definitely needed. Then I play 3 UA Stadiums for you know, bumping up the attack and then searching on the normal. Kind of common sense. And then 3 UA signing deals. The signing deals is pretty much our e-telly, but we have to pay life points for it. It could get pricey if you're trying to like bring out one of the like player managers, because you do have to play or pay 300 points per star. So it can get pricey if you're, you know, trying to bump up to those bigger monsters. Then I play the jersey card. This is the card that pretty much pushes for game, because you double the damage that it does to the card that you're battling, and then you can attack again. So if this is attached to, you know, Mighty Slugger, if it's attached to Mighty Slugger and it was special summon, it has the 500 bump from that, and then from there you can go ahead and push for game. So it's usually a common play to do that. It's actually my favorite play of the deck. Really good card. And then for more spells, we're gonna play 2 Monarch Stormforce. Kind of, you know, self-explanatory. You want to summon those bigger guys like Slugger or Ace. You can use one of their cards to, you know, tribute for it, and then you can also use it to, you know, get a UA's Stadium to go off of a tribute summon. Then we're gonna do 2 Dark Holes. I feel like this deck has an issue when it's going up against an established board. So I think 2 Dark Holes is such a fun card, or 2 cards to play to, you know, eliminate the board, or, you know, eliminate and then let their effects go off and see how they reestablish during your turn. And then, you know, you try to, you know, adjust, pivot, and then try to figure out a way you can push for game. And then to keep consistency going, you want to play 1 Terraforming, 1 Rhoda, and then 1 Monster Reborn, you know, to just keep pushing for game. And then I play 1 Foolish Burial Goods, and I'll explain why. Because we actually play only 1 trap card, and that is UA Penalty Box. So if you have you know, Foolish Burial first turn, you use it, you throw it to the grave, and then you banish from grave. So it's a really good way to keep it consistent. You know, if you lose or you go into game 2, or if you're in a tournament setting, I usually take these 2 cards out for the side deck stuff that I have. But I do need to play test more with keeping them all games. Let me know what you guys do specifically, but that's just something I do. I'm not sure why, but it's just, I guess, my play style. All right, so for the extra deck, like I said, it's player preference pretty much. A lot of these cards are going to get banished anyways because we play the Extravagance. So I'm going to say more than half is pretty much just, you know, fodder for the banishment. I'm just going to show you guys what I use. You guys can use whatever you want. If you play UAs, I actually want to know what you play, because the extra deck is kind of what drives me nuts, because I feel like it's just so dependent on play style, and I really don't know what's that great with it. I really want people's opinions on it. So first card, I use one Ragnar Zero, I use Dvorak, I use one Shark Fortress, one Castel, I use Outer Entity, I use one Volcasaurus, I use two Gaias, I use one Adrius, one Photon Papillarative, and then I use the Red Eyes Exceed. Synchro I use one Thought Ruler, I use one Mrs. Radiant, one Decode Talker, and then Firewall Dragon. For the for the side deck, that's really dependent on whether or not or whether you go to your locals or not, or if you play online. I'm not going to show you guys in my side deck because it's very generic and it's very specific to what people play at my locals. But you can comment down below what you guys use, and then we can have like a discussion about, well, how we think this deck compares to the meta. I really love the UA deck. I really want it to work. I hope we get like our own Link monster soon, because that would be really cool. Something that like bounces like my card into the deck, especially summon another UA, and then you bounce one of their monsters into their deck. Like something that like has like a really good effect to, and it's a big monster, like over 3,000 attack monster. That's what I feel like the deck is missing. Like very big powerhouse hitter. But that's for the comments. So let's discuss what this deck needs, or if you know, if there are cards that are missing in my deck profile that you use, and so I can play test it. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good one, and I will catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.